What's up, everybody? This your boy once again, Mr. Pound for Pound, and I'm definitely back up in the hizzle for shizzle a gizzle. That meant again, my nizzles, and you know what that means. All my homies that watch my videos, what's up? I'm talking about the fights between Adonis Stevenson, Tavoris Cloud, and Adonis Stevenson, Tony Bellew. I mean, how many of you guys like Adonis Stevenson as much as I do? I mean, really, I really do like Adonis a lot. I'm going to touch on both of those fights real quick. Just go over it simply and touch on Superman a little bit. That sounded pretty gay, but touch on the topic of Superman a little bit and then get into things. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and start things out here. Let's talk about the Cloud fight. The Cloud fight took place September 28th. It was at the Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. It was for 12 rounds for the WBC light heavyweight title. And you guys tell me what you thought of the fight. Leave it in my comment section. I personally thought it was an okay fight. It kind of bored me for a while, but Adonis was just too much. Too much of a fighter, I think, for Cloud. He looks stronger, faster from the gate than Cloud. Adonis Stevenson's record 22-1, 19 knockouts. Tavoris Cloud 24-2, 19 knockouts. From the beginning, the pace was all Adonis. When I was watching the fight, I was like, this is all Adonis. His pace is just, you could just tell he's a faster, stronger guy in there, and it breathes confidence. And it never changed, really. I mean, Cloud was just tentative. He failed to let his hands go all night. I mean, he allowed Stevenson, to just win the fight, not just through, punching power, but also with his boxing skills. And it was just simply over Cloud's level. That's just what it looked like to me. It just looked like, Stevenson was on another level than Cloud. The punch stats had Cloud only throwing 176 punches. He only landed 36, which is 20%. And Stevenson, out of 434 punches, landed 108, which is 25%. And when you talk about punches landed, punches thrown, I mean, all the thudding hard shots were being landed by Stevenson all night. Only 55 of Cloud's actual punches were power punches, and he only landed about 15, so it's 27%. Stevenson was 80 for 160 thrown. He landed 80 for 160 thrown. That's 53%. So when you land 53% of your punches, power punches, and the other guys landed 27%, that's good night. I mean, that's an easy fight to watch, easy fight to score. Adonis Stevenson, to me, ran away with that fight. We saw what happened toward the end of that fight, and just too much. The Superman was too much. Cloud had no kryptonite. As far as the fight after that, which took place on November 30th against Tony Bellew, let's go ahead and touch on that fight real quick. That was at the Colosse de Quebec City, Quebec, Canada. They be having too many damn names over there in Canada, don't they? Just Quebec this, Quebec that. Okay, anyways. But yeah, Canada's a beautiful place, by the way. I've been there. That was a better fight. It was a TKO stoppage, of course, for Adonis. He stopped Bellew in the 6th. That fight was also for the WBC light heavyweight title. That fight was actually a little more interesting fight than Cloud. I thought the Cloud fight was rather just all Adonis and just kind of boring. The Bellew fight was the same way, just a little different in the beginning. I thought that when Stevenson fought Cloud, he got off to a quick start. When he fought Bellew, I just kind of thought he didn't really start, as well as I thought he was going to start. He took a few of the rounds to really get going, and Bellew was just pretty content to box. He was boxing from the outside. He actually did pretty good. He was trying to use his defense in there. The early rounds were actually pretty close, but the bigger punches, were clearly coming from Stevenson, and it only seemed like a matter of time. I mean, it was, just a matter of time before Stevenson landed, and that's pretty much the vibe that I had, the vibe everyone around me. We all knew, pretty much, Bellew's, he's cool. He's trying to box, he's trying to survive, but he's going to get caught. And hey, that's what happened. TKO in 6-4, the Superman, Adonis Stevenson in the hizzle. Anyways, as far as Adonis goes, speaking to him as a fighter, I like Adonis a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually riding with this guy. I want him to do good. I want him to win. He's 36 years old. So he's from like the same mind state I'm pretty much in, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a late bloomer in my career also, but 36, and he's doing it. 23 fights, 1 loss. That's 24 fights. I mean, he doesn't seem damaged. He doesn't seem like his body has any, serious injuries. He seems like a healthy 36-year-old guy. So my question is, how long do we have of Adonis Stevenson? I want to see a lot of Adonis. I actually like him. I think he's a good fighter. I think he has a lot of good skills. I think he's strong. I think he's sturdy. And I don't think he's scared to fight. I mean, look at the Cloud and the Bellew fight. And if you actually look at this year, man. He's been fighting every 3 months. He's fought in March, fought Darnell Boone. In June, he fought Chad Dawson. In September, Tavoris Cloud, and in November, Tony Bellew. The guy's been busy, and that's what you want to see from active fighters. You don't want a Mayweather who claims greatness and fights once every 25 years or once every year. Like, that's gay. You know what I'm saying? That's not very great to me. But when a guy's putting out top contenders 3 months, every 3 months, that's like old school. That's like what they used to do back in the old days. Well, I'll take that back. Back in the old days, they used to fight like once every 2 weeks, once every week. Back in the days where they had hundreds of people on their records. The man's fighter back in the heyday. But still, for today's time, today's day, the money that they make now, as spoiled as some fighters are, fighting like the fighting schedule Adonis Stevenson's fought this year, that's all credit, man. 3 months. Every 3 months since March, he's been fighting. So when I say I like Adonis Stevenson. I think he's going to be good. I think he is good. I mean, I think he's going to be good to go on to greater things. I think he's going to get challenges. He's got Kovalev coming up. There's people out there that want to challenge next. So we will wait and see. The sad thing in boxing is everything that goes up must come down. So when is his come down happen? We shall see. Will it happen against Kovalev? We don't know yet. We will find out. But for now, Adonis Stevenson's wrecking things. He's ruling things in that division right now, and I want to see more of it. So this is your boy Mr. Pound for Pound. Keep watching your boy Adonis Stevenson. I expect some more good things out of this man, as long as he don't, fall off the wagon of training hard and just staying focused. I think he's in line for some good things in the future. All right, y'all. Mr. Pound for Pound signing off. Go ahead and leave your comments if you want to holler at me. Go ahead and send me a message. I talk to everybody. I'm pretty cool. So, comments in the comments section, and yeah, that'll be about it. All right, man. I'll see y'all on the next video. Have a good night, and peace.